in case, well, I'm not quite sure how to put this, but who would you... We'll see having a better chance of against Hellraisers in the lower bracket and still having a chance to claw their way back potentially towards the lower bracket final.
That's a tough one. I mean, basically the same as this one. It could go either way. Like, both these teams right here are fantastic. But, ooh, look at that. Look at
Starting
that.
off, looks like Nemiga did actually get the knife round in the end. So they're starting off on that CT side alongside with Forrester. Might be a little bit of a contention point, like we pointed out a little bit previously. I feel like, well, my personal opinion around Overpass, that if you have good connector control as a CT, you have shut the entire thing down, but it is a massive risk jumping down there basically alone unless you have support from short. So far, SKADE are the ones to get some dominance in that area.
Yeah, looking at them, they've got to be a bit of utility on Spell on the P250 as well. On him, those long-range fights, but the T side not going to be wasting any more time as they head out towards that B bomb site. Duplicate the first man in, and two players defending it. There's one at frag, the second one coming from his teammate, and well, that is very swift as they take down the only two players defending that bomb site. Just like that. First, they're going to be rotating in next, looking for the frags with this USP, and able to get that, but there's that trade from Geo. That's the T side. Have taken control and planted that bomb. Time against the CTs here.
Two players remaining to try and get enough ground in all this. Don't really have to get on them, but Speedak with a very good opportunity to get at least a little bit more of a man advantage. But now the firing squad comes in from SKADE, and they will get the pistol round. Suddenly, a little bit more of a fresh look compared to what we saw at the end of Mirage. They looked a little bit more deflated, not as lively as they were looking right now.
Yeah, that Mirage D side, they just fell flat on it. And, well, that's how we get here. Inferno, a scrappy one from both teams, but SKADE managed to pull that one out in the end, thanks to their T side, so it was a bit more of a surprise to see there with Mirage not delivering after that one. But, either way, that's that. This is this. T side on Overpass has started off with a 1-0 pistol win. TVs from Nemiga. Looking to find these players in the Desert Eagle immediately will be taken down. Speedak receiving an AK bullet to the head will be the cure to his disease of over-aggressiveness, I suppose, would be the correct diagnosis in that one. But still, Geo towards Long has his MP9 close by and ready as the T side are very patiently just waiting here. They're not pushing into anything, even if after finding that first frag, so goes to show they've got some kind of a plan here and wary of the CT side of Force Spy. But now we might see a bit of action here with MDS in toilets and... well, folks, the knee there.
It's a tough one to look at. Forrester, only man left alive, and he is, well, left alone as well. Can't really do too much without going towards them. And it just has a deagle in hand, and well, you can try your hardest with all this, but all in all, it's going to be a really, really tough climb. He's going to be giving it his best shot, it seems. At least wants to try and go towards down connector, but considering the limited equipment that you can get from taking a couple of kills, but it's not really looking too favorable. Spellin on the hunt. Looking to get that kill, but Oxygen will beat him to it. Flawless one from SKADE as they take down the Force Bite from Nemiga.
Yeah, that they do, and well, in a very good fashion there to, well, hang on to their weapons and immediately start to deliver here on our final map of Overpass. And again, if we, well, in case we didn't go over it, I know we did, but the winner of this will go on again and play Team Secret. That is tomorrow, you said, for a schedule. And the winner, loser will go up against the phase Hellraisers in the lower brackets, and believe that's coming out on Thursday, if I'm not completely mistaken about. Enough with that as this round, starting off with a bit of short control for that T-side. Nades on the CTs can definitely do a lot of damage here. One of them already going out, duplicate down to 46, but utility starts coming in, and the CTs will see how they fare off now with another nade going in, and another one. Just with one escaping, but only for a second. Oxygen is there to trade immediately.
Spell it. And the rest of the SKADE crew marching the way through. But honestly, it's not too bad from side of Nemiga, considering the amount of damage they have done. Actually, it becomes a little bit doable for Box if it just hits the right shot from the right people, but not going to be happening this time. 3-0 lead from SKADE as they take the pistol round. Able to keep on moving because of it. Oxygen so far being the man to really lead the charge. 5-1. Not really too bad. Is the rest of his team not exactly far behind either, so seemingly the SKADE has woken up. But how long will they stay awake up against the full rifles and also the AWP of SPEEDAC?
That is the question here on your and my mind. As we've actually them get to a good T-side start here. Like the first two maps, we saw Nemiga, the team, to get them really going in early on. Like the leads that, like after the first few rounds, it was always Nemiga in the lead and always them to drive the match early on here. But now, a bit of utility. Short aggression from the CT side. As one frag already coming in from it. And well, there could be a follow-up if they're not careful. Oxygen, as he goes with that swing, might be offset with his aim as Forrester does crouch in with that frag. But Dennis, low 1 and 2, opening the door from Connector. Being the gentleman he is, continues and delivers yet another one. The headshots keep coming in, 1, 2, 3. And that is the T side. Barreling in towards that B bomb site spell, and he's got a big flank as well. This is basically a locked in round unless there's a very quick retake coming in here as Spellin. Playing out a flashbang, gonna be walking in a bit quicker with his AK, or instead of that AK now. Making his way closer and closer, and that's one free frag, and a bit of a surprise going for both of those players. SPEEDAC.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a nice shot, and well, look at that, Spellin. He's capitalizing on that miss, doing even more damage, 32 HP, and walking out.
There you
receiving a bullet to the head. Will finally be put out. That's the round again. It will fall in favor of the SKADE. 4-0. SPEEDAC still alive, so styling in the C sign on 6 HP. Gotta be quite
Won't take the AWP out of the hands of SPEEDAC, but won't be able to. And he still gets out with his life. 1 point of health being taken from that bomb. Honestly, that's, considering everything, that's one of the best losses for Nemiga. Fair enough, they did lose because the bomb exploding and SKADE are now building up their economy. But still, a lot of damage towards the end of it. Not too bad at all. And now SPEEDAC still gets to hold on towards his AWP. It is a real threat, especially if you're going down towards Connector. But not going to be meeting too many people down there just yet. It's already
Molly though,
trying to find the first frag, and actually good timing. We'll take down Rainwaker.
that is a good stuff with that CT side. Even a weapon can be retrieved from the smoke. Or smokes will be tossed down towards that B-bomb. So Gio, again, holding a close angle there. That nade, pretty good when a slam dunk, apparently.
Oh,
Even more damage on the SPEEDAC earlier on as 2 players on half HP. Denislav with 1. Now they start to enter. We'll see how well they fare. There's smoke from Connector. He strikes with the AK picked up on the team. Now falling flat here as they try and enter. 1 and 2 all remains. Denislav with another miss and 1 on 4 now. He's locked in short. That's 1 coming in. SPEEDAC with it up. Immediately hits the shot. And not a chance in that one.
it's the AWP that cost him in the end. Nemiga being able to save that over and getting 2 frags from it, getting an AK, that gets up a couple kills as well. All just worked out in their favor. Well, with SKADE still having enough money to buy on in, it's not going to be feeling too well for themselves. The fact that they just lost a round where Nemiga only really had pistols, and they're building up quite the economy. Saving that many guns over towards the next round.
Yeah, T-side. They've got those AKs. Still, they got 4 rounds, and that's more than enough in terms of getting themselves a bit of something on the board here. So looking to take a short at the same time. 2 players are joining them from a Connector, and this is going to be a quick play towards that B-side contact play. The trades keep coming in 1 for 1 here. Gio next to 1 here, holding with the AWP, splashing a perfect. That's 3 entries for the T-side of SKADE, and no one blinking.
Yeah, no, and looking where the rest of Nemiga is, that's a bit too far away. Can't really make too much of that. You kind of want to be a little bit preserving the things that you already have. So holding on towards the AK and the kits and the armor and Lost valuably the op, who already won them round previously. But SKADE, they'll take number 5. A very strong T-side start. And also, the first time we've actually seen them start off strong. On Inferno, they were trailing behind for most of it until it suddenly turned things around for a 16-11, and then on Mirage, well, definitely the other way around. Then again, they did also start slow, but didn't catch up in the end of it.
Yeah, it is though that AWP again will be saved, like I mentioned, and did win them around earlier on, basically. So still a huge threat here, and I believe there's an AK still in the mix. Yeah, Box has one. Did manage to save that, and into this one we do need to see that T-side immediately just smack them completely here if they want to have a good chance, in my opinion. As Dennis Low already taking down one of the M4s on that CT side. And again, it's SKADE headed towards that B bomb site time and time again. This is going to make the CT side feel even more paranoid when they go a bit more quiet. Are they going to go B? What are they doing on A? What are they doing here? And look at this, headed towards that B bomb site. A flash for Forster, I believe, but it's going to be played close by, and the immediate trade coming in. Geo has an M4 here, has to defend that A or B bomb site and be best known like no one ever was.
Well, he's a one-man army here, and he's already gotten the first 2. It's made definitely the retake doable. Nemiga not going to be too happy just to save at this point, because, well, the door has been left open for you. You might as well try to peek on through. Money is good enough to... well, not really, but... money is definitely a factor. It's part of the risk you're taking here. Dennis Law yet to really plant the bomb, and, well, the fact that it took so long did actually backstab him in the end. Spellin. 1 on 2. Looking for the first frag. The Box, a very good read on this. Sees the legs, and he will get that kill. Nemiga back on the board, and, well, that was a very, very important round to get for their economy and for basically setting up the streak.
Yeah, and, well, it is good that, like, SKADE, they immediately shot down Nemiga to 1 round, but, I mean, apparently they just pulled an Uno reverse card on them and have found themselves that second round, and with that, I believe the T-side's economy is a bit lost there. They could go for a buy in probably 1 or 2 of these players at this point, but it's not going to be a too great one that's not going to exude confidence by any means as they get into this one. Well, don't know about you, but the T-side basically... Now, like I kept mentioning in the last round, they've been going towards that B bomb time and time again. That last one, they do manage to defend it quite well on the CT side, managed to win out that round. So I want to see SKADE now change things up here immediately. Either that or they just completely speed up and try that once more. If it doesn't work out once, doesn't work out twice, well, why not go ahead and do it thrice? That kind of stuff with the CTs taking the initiative here immediately into mid box. I'm looking to find something, and well, I might not be too far off from my initial predicament or prediction here.
Well, the only one in a predicament currently is Box, because he's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Spellin. It's the closest one here. Flashbang now come over to push on through connector and speed act. Well, he's going to be the one to really hold everything down, but quick trades both sides. With an Nemiga players now rotating on through. Question is, do they still want to go for this A bomb site full take? Well,
with the boost
coming in. Let's see what they can do with it. MDS.
Yeah, with the
Man up top. And so far, nothing to be found just yet. SKADE playing it very, very passively. And, well, the boost is now very effective as Nemiga get themselves 2 quick ones, and Oxygen has just been spotted. They know exactly where he is. Nobody swings out from anywhere else. They know where to look.
That's a swift trade immediately coming in from Forster as well. He did not waste any time finding himself a bit of something there. A third round will be picked up here for the side of Nemiga, but I believe that bomb plan might actually give that T-side enough money to go for a buy here. And I mean, apparently not. Only one of them can really go for that buy. It's going to be Oxygen alone if he wants to commit to a Hero AK. Not totally out of the question. I mean, I say exactly that. I mean, he buys the AK, duplicate the Galil and everyone else on pistols on that T-side, and I was expecting Eco here, but I guess no. I've been completely just debunked with my read on the game here. SKADE not looking to give this one up.
Well, at some point, SKADE really have to imagine what it takes to really set up yourself for success here. Bashing your head up against the door might not work all the time, although they're definitely going to be trying their hardest. Once again, trying to go towards on B. This time, MDS and... Well, MDS and Force are a little bit too ahead of the curve. The bomb at least goes down. Now, it's a little bit of an awkward retake considering the positions that SKADE have to be expecting. But they're actually pushing in very, very deep. Take that back, they're not pushing in at all. A bit of confusing perspective there, but MDS now pushing on through. SKADE gets a kill towards Oxygen, but he needs to get 2 more. Let's get everything perfectly, and Duplicate will beat him to it instead. 4K for him. Still holding on towards that Galil at the end of it.
Yeah, what a good round coming out from there. And Force Spy, I was questioning about, apparently I should stop doing exactly that again. It was been over this. Should not call these sorts of rounds at all. Teams like this are absolutely great at this, and, well, once again you see why SKADE. Round number 6 picked up, and Nemiga now on the flip side have to go for a Force Spy and Speedak with that AWP looking to find a frag. There's a slight gap in it, but you know, it's a T-side they have spotted him. MDS with an opening frag and in towards Long Geo. Gonna be the next one to find a bit of frags or a bit of contact. Spelling goes down. Look at that. Next one that continues to free fire, but Oxygen takes the better of him. A little bit damage done, yes. But the T-side is still down a man. But that will very quickly change.
1 HP on Danny, and he still is able to take down Speedak. Not gonna be too happy about that at the moment. He finds that out on the replay. MDS and Forrester, 2 players very, very far away from each other. 1 on CT, 1 on T. Literally around the world, and MDS still going for the flank. And the moment that SKADE wanted to try to go through connector, which they're not, gonna have a little bit of a nasty surprise considering positioning from MDS, although he's not really pushing for it just yet. So Forrester is going to be alone on this. He has a Molotov and a flashbang, but probably won't be able to get any of them off the moment he starts to push it in on this. So he predicts the flashbang wrong and does end up paying very heavily for it. MDS still looking to try at least giving this a go, considering how low Dennis lies. And Oxygen as well. This could definitely work out in his favor, but he will just bow on out and, well, walking straight towards the crosshairs of Dennis Lott. He will definitely make sure to finish the job on that. 7 rounds now for SKADE, and a lot stronger, it seems, than they were on Mirage.
Yeah, this T-side is definitely now a strong one immediately here from SKADE. And, well, imagine this is the Force Spy that kind of propels them forward. It would have been probably a tied scoreline had they lost it. So, SKADE, from the back of that, a 7-3 scorelines for them. And, well, something also to note here, again, we've been mentioning it all game or all day long, but Forrester is the stand-in here. Lollipop, unfortunately, unable to play here, so that kind of goes to, that works against the side of Nemiga.
Bit of a disadvantage, but
yeah,
Hellraisers were able to put up one hell of a fight with standing of their own. And Nemiga have actually been able to take a map with Forrester. Although discussed in the previous segments, it's a little bit more difficult here on Overpass, and, well, Duplicate will prove exactly why. Oh lord, what this... A little bit chaotic round. MDS only left alive at this point, and will find himself a kill.
Alright, T-side. They've actually... they've done a fairly good job here, again, at avoiding the CT side, but we'll speed up with a nice little shot here in MDS. And caught out one more towards that B side. But the bomb's going down, and that's going to secure the round. SKADE, good job. Good patience overall in that round, but Spelling just swings in. Has no fear in his eyes as SKADE get themselves around number 8 here. And Greg, what are you starting to think at this point? Because Nemiga not finding too much out of this game so far. Some things aren't looking that great either. The opening duels, they've been actually going mostly in favor of Nemiga as well, believe it or not.
Considering the fact that they, chose to go on the CT side and not finding a lot of the impact frags that they were really looking for. Even though, like you said, the duels have been definitely going in their way. Syria is casting a little bit of a bad shadow there. Box are taking a lot of damage, and well, Speedak is basically on his own towards on bathroom. A bit of extra nade damage there, and well, Box, he's taking a really heavy beating. He's still staying alive, still being a little bit of a threat, a little bit of a nuisance every now and then.
Yeah, T-side. They've found themselves a bit of map control. Rainmaker in connectors, all taking a slight beating. But Box, he's taking a bit more towards that B side, and well, we can see the CT is making moves. Smoke in 2 months over the minute left on the clock. MDS going to be jumping over. I'm not sure if he had been hurt or not, but the T side about to enter, and it's going to be an absolute bloodbath with one frag coming in already. Second one through the smoke, and T side are now down to 3 players in the man at disadvantage. How do they deal with this? It's, well, Spellin waits, and that's the answer.
Not quite sure what that was about, just walking through without any flashbangs, but now that to make it work. No more time to do anything else. Dennis Law pushing, being the entry fragger with the Yop in hand, not going to be working out in his favor. All to Spellin. Not going to be spotting Jo. And well, then they finally get around on the board, but I believe that SKADE has already won the half, considering the fact that they already have 8 rounds, but still, it's definitely still in a little bit of a balancing act, considering who's in the lead. Timeout now coming in. I'm guessing from SKADE, considering the fact that they lost that one. It is indeed coming in from SKADE as well. Question is, what do they want to do now? How are they going to really improve on their strategy? Because I am just going to point at this again. They just kind of just walked out through the smoke on towards Monster. 2 players looking at them. That did not work out in their favor.
No, even the smoke had a slight gap, so the legs popped out. Like, the T side, they knew there was a gap there, but they didn't. Apparently, my question of did they spot MDS crossing, the answer to that was no. So he was allowed to get the first frag easily. His teammate came for that second. They just baited him in. And spam the smoke, find another one. But again, into this one, we'll head over to round number 13. And Nemiga a double up. Box and a speed. I can look at the spawn. First man has on the AWP out to mid, but the Mac 10 is going to chase him down. I'd love to see the aggression from Oxygen. Immediately going to try and find himself a bit of something here. The smoke in. Toilets on the CT side have been forced away. Player pushing along as well. The double up on the A-bomb side. This is unheard of, at least for me here. Not seen this in a long time, but Oxygen, what is this? Stry is going down to connector this time.
Incredible flashbang. Only MDS here. Try and make making it towards a good defense. Been able to hold on quite well lately. Needs a little bit more, not going to be able to as Rainwaker pushes on through, and look at that. Look at him go.
Oh, that's a retake you're not going to want to go forever. A 2-on-5 with an AWP on both of your players. That's the entries. Oxygen, he pushed mid with a flashbang. Had his teammates try and help him out. They had 3 players total in mid. Smokes down towards toilets to deny any information from the CT side. And the fact that they went for that long push as well, they had 0 information. All of the T-side players had vacated Fountain or the Fountain area before the AWP made its way there, and they're down connector. The Mac 10 from Oxygen chasing down the first one, and Rainwaker with the double entry has left those AWPs to try and save those weapons, which currently it looks like they will be able to do. But that is a bit of creativity coming into play there. I like to see that kind of a quick set piece come out immediately, work as intended.
Coming in towards the penultimate round of the half. And well, not a lot of things to really poke at on the side of SKADE. A lot of them are playing very, very fantastically. Oxygen and Dennis Law really pulling away with this. Forrester has gone a little bit quiet yet again on this CT side. Might be a lot easier to make an impact when you're being the aggressor. Well, with the SKADE players moving towards on Banana quite aggressively, not really well there again, running through the smoke, but this time to a lot better of an extent, considering not just running in towards the mouth of a beast. Speedak not able to stand a chance and all that. Well, with the remains now coming into place, it's a 4-on-5 for Nemiga. Box still towards on long, and a lot of nade damage being done already before they've even come to make a attempt. Box does find the first one, and Duplicate gets one equal. Back to a 3-on-3 now at this point. Still player on towards on long. 2 players on bathroom for side of SKADE. Push coming in now. That's the long push taken care of as Rainwaker leaves everything on Forest's shoulders. Being the stand-in and not having enough time, he's going to have to back away from this one. It's going to spell a little bit of disaster for side of Nemiga as well, considering that they don't have any money for the last round and a half. Must be an infuriating round to lose. As SKADE, they get themselves to double digits in the first half. First time we've seen that today.
Absolutely right here. Double digits for the side of SKADE, and like I mentioned, CT side as well, running out of money here. And, well, this one being either a 5-10 or an 11 for half of the side of SKADE as they move on that CT side, which is the favored side on the map as well. Like, it offers you a lot of possibilities with the ALVP. We saw that earlier on with the speed act with the round he won. Or opened things up with the saved ALVP. He found the entry, his teammates capitalized on it. And, well, even closed that one out. So, entries do favor that CT side, and so far they have been going their way as well. Like, nearly all of the or like, not nearly all of it. I want to say like about 80% of the entry frags have gone to favor of it in Nemiga, so it's still a shame to see them only up at 4 rounds, which, well, does not really give me too much confidence in them here. At least their aim is on point, sure. But
it goes to show that SKADE is really good at like adapting to the current situation, and well, see how well they can adapt to this. Because well, they are now 2 players down. You know that's at least a singular player with the AK with the wards on connector, but there's not a lot of defense on the side of Nemiga. Not really focusing too much towards the A-bomb side. They have a player towards connector, and well, that's really about it. Other than that, they're just waiting for rotations. But SKADE doesn't know this. They still have to go through the a long way around.
yeah, SKADE. Well, you do have to see how they can fare their way back from a 4 or 3 on a 4. They've got, yeah, a utility at least. They're headed towards that A side as well. Oxygen leads the charge. He has the utility. And the CT side, they're giving themselves, or giving that T side the map here towards that A side, clearing toilets, making sure no one's here. It's all on the Forester to hold on to this bomb side. That's the first man in. Molotov, they're going to try and plant the bomb. Should be fine. Molotov's apparently not going to take Forester. Seemed like it should have, but now one frag coming in for that CT side. Forester does get away with the first one. And the CTs, look at the flank they've coming in from long as well. This is a big one here. A spell on the bomb side itself. And a duplicate kind of trying to help him out here with the timing. Surely unexpected. That's one frag with that T side. Duplicate now left in a 1-on-3. Has to clutch this one out when it plays very low here. And for the half here. 4-11-4. Let's see if that T side can pull it out. He can. Oh, Speed X swings in and removes him immediately out of the action here. And 10-5 will be the scoreline for that first half as Nemiga complete that defuse soon enough.
Doesn't look like Nemiga's done just yet. They want to keep on fighting through all of this. It's been a little bit of a weak CT side, mostly because, well, they don't really know where SKADE have been going. It's really difficult to pin down and predict where the pushes are going to be coming in from. And now, with Nemiga going over to where that's T side, that might just turn around. You never quite know how effective some offensives are going to be. SKADE's CT side, though, was a little bit lackluster. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was actually fantastic when they were on the Mirage. That's what got them most of their points. But just wait and see in just a little bit, and hopefully, second half will get started as soon as possible. Do you think that Nemiga can actually pull this one back, Nexus?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling too great about it, but there's always a chance. However, it is going to be that T-side of overpass that will really be the test here as SKADE. They do hit it once again to the favored CT side, which from Nemiga didn't really go their way. And the advantage that they already have as well only will help out SKADE. So, a lot of it riding on the pistol, at least for me.
Mostly for our side of Nemiga as well. So don't get that pistol in. And they're really riding on a thin line. If the pistol goes in the way of SKADE and they then convert on top of that, it's going to be a 12-5 scoreline, and that's a very, very long climb for the side of for any T side on overpass. All right. Hearing a lot of tippy taps in towards the chat, so it should be going in towards the second half anytime soon at this point.
Yeah. getting into it very soon. But I mean, you asked me about my thoughts, and I wonder if you do. Are you going to actually go against me, or do you think Nemiga can come back?
I'm not opposed to seeing Nemiga come back at this stage. Like being
What do
able
you think?
to,
Do you
you know,
think they will?
I am very bad at predicting things, so I wouldn't really put it down. But I think SKADE, considering they only have 6 rounds compared to the 11 that Nemiga needs to go, I think they have a lot of easier times. So I think they should be able to claw this one back on the CT side, and also a small factor is that the I would imagine their CT side is a little bit more organized than the well, CT of Nemiga.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tippy taps.
Yeah, a lot of it is going out down there. What's happening?
Can't really see it.
No, obviously not. But
so we're as clueless as the chat right now. So hopefully this won't last too long. Hey, there we go. Actually, timeout the second the thing started. But at least we're back into the game. Yeah. So
a bit of a break coming in, but well, we'll be here to offer you guys up a bit of entertainment, hopefully, as we keep mumbling on about this one, hyping up that second half, which hopefully will be a fitting end to this best of 3 so far that has gone all 3 maps. Well, after a very, I want to say very even Inferno, that was only at the end, it was SKADE to find themselves the edge. Mirage, Nemiga, they somehow managed to steal that one. That was the mapping of SKADE as well, and now we are all the way here on Overpass, our third and final map, the final half beginning, as Nemiga now put on that T side. Immediately making their way out towards that B side. This is actually...
My lord.
Yeah, look at the CT side. They've only got a single man here.
And he's so far away, Rainwaker. I mean, you want to be further away up against Glocks, but this is taking a little bit to the extreme. Spellin will be able to find at least 1 frag. Now, the short control being contested, and Rainwaker still posting up numbers. He's doing wonderfully, holding on towards everything, and currently Nemiga haven't found a single kill yet. It's all onto box. Well, the bomb is far away from the bomb site, and so is he. He needs to be able to get quite a lot of kills. He does find the first one, but now the push shots to come in, and there are too many of them to count. And SKADE will take that all-important pistol round.
Yeah, that's a good one again for that CT side. They keep getting rounds like this, and while the pistol round may or may not be the, well, nail in the coffin, obviously that T side having gone for an eco in this one. Basically the only thing they can do without force by fails, or the hypothetical force by fails, it just might be a bit too much to ask them to come back from it, but at least this way they give them a chance in the gun rounds, which will be coming up after this auto-scroller of a round will be completed. Just waiting for that CT side to find the T-side players here.
Especially if they go towards long range, it shouldn't really be too much of an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that, like, they should be able to find it. It should be an auto-scroller, but, I mean, we've seen so many... Yeah, we've been proven wrong so many times to that, who even knows.
Oh boy, then he is, he's already getting tagged.
Yeah, T-side showing signs of life here.
Now they're going to be starting their assault. They've no to back things up with, and okay, oh boy. Yep, long range FAMAS being quite effective up against pistols. Especially pistols with no armor on them, so he's going to be tapping away as much as he can. A little bit of stat padding. Get those frags up, son. Let's go. Oh, almost. He's going to switch out for Spellin as a... Well, he was getting quite low on health, so flawless round from side of SKADE.
I don't know why, but I just found it hilarious when he said, just go on, son. Dennis Law just finding a few frags. Go on, son. Pad those stats.
He's got to get something, you know. Now he's back on top of oxygen, so he's...
he's got to have one hype man at least here.
If his team's not going to hype him up, I am here.
He's probably got quite a few more than you, but... Well,
I'm the one currently on this broadcast, it seems. So.
Yeah, you're voicing your opinion here, making it heard.
Well, let's see if he actually heard me, though. Then he's still with the FAMAS, but Spellin will be the one to open the round up. Not even collecting the AK, just getting the kill, falling back. Considering they're up against AKs with a bonus round, it is a little bit of a dangerous area.
Yeah, that's T-side. They've gained a bit of map control here. Ooh, Rainmaker. The jump not a spot. It could have been dangerous. Otherwise, it's the AK directly on the angle. Gotta thank his lucky star. He will be able to survive there.
I think actually might want to go for a little bit of a short control, pushing up all the way through. Not going to be expecting Forrester there, though, and that has equalized things. With 50 seconds left and Nemiga going towards B with the bomb at least. Not exactly having too many smoke
been
grenades.
equalized, but if you look at the B side, there's still 3 defenders on his spell, and he's made his rotation here. Like, he's 19 HP, sure, but the CT side crossfire auction with his MP9 is gonna fire about 8,000 bullets per second. And look at this one.
Lord!
Really be traded, but it's gonna be a shot down here. 103 MDS. That is exactly what you get here. 20 seconds and cannot afford to fail a single frag here. This one, and around the corner still spelling low HP. A second one coming in now, and one-on-one. Dennis Law, the man who went on it to do some stuff here, and will continue as he keeps on it going. And at 13 for the side of SKADE here. I think they had a... I like the idea, but the rotation was just a bit too quick there from the CT side there.
They were a little bit ahead of the curve there. They know that they immediately knew the moment that Spellin pushed up through Fountain and just completely shut everything down. B is the only option they could go, unless they went and ran through Connector, which was held by a different SKADE player. There was no way they were going to be fighting all the way up through all those nooks and crannies yet again. So Nemiga calling the second time out of the game. Might be a good time to do so, as they are 3 rounds away from closing this one out, but not in their favor. They're going for a force buy. I'm not too sure about this.
Well, I mean, at this point, they kind of just have to go for it. Like,
I mean,
if they win... Oh, no, I'll just put it like this. Okay, you have SKADE. I mean, they don't go to force buy here. It's SKADE 14. You can't fail a single round if you want to win it in a regulation. If you win this overtime, or if they win this round, SKADE will avoid going on to 14. And from there, you can still lose one more round afterwards. So, basically, placing all of your eggs in this one basket here is a good idea.
Well, I have a different opinion on that. Putting your eggs in the basket with a lot of holes in it, especially in terms of firepower.
What are you saying about the MAC-10?
Well, I'm more talking about the CZ and Galils.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. That does make more sense now.
I just don't want to offend the MAC-10 in front of you. It's a death trap at this point. But now let's see what they can do with it, though. Pushing up all the way through already, and they'll spell, and we'll get the first one. And Forrester also joining in on the fun a little bit. Actually, Nemiga able to make this very, very viable.
The Galils and the CZ all fighting frags. You were saying? That's just 3-on-1 here.
I speak up about it once, and then suddenly... Well, that's on to Denny. Can he get 3 kills with the AWP? I don't think he can from that position. He's going to be saving this one. They have a lot of rounds to play with. And, well, that's, like you said, a worthwhile risk, apparently. I would have personally waited one more round to have full-blown AKs, but they made this work wonderfully, and...
Oh, what a shot coming out, but... Look at the money the CT side have. They've got nothing. Rainmaker on 2.4k spell, and below 2k, and Dennis Law struggling to save the 8 OP as he's getting pinched from a few different angles, but looks like he will be fine as the bomb goes down. CTs, they've got nothing in this one on the T side. They're gonna have a full AKs if they want to.
Well,
that time not coming for the side of SKADE.
Say they have nothing. They still have the AWP, and it was able to work very well for Nemiga. And also being able to drop over an M4 with that reduced price. I keep forgetting that thing is 2,900 instead of the normal 3,000.
Yeah, it is a... it's an economical weapon. The M4 or A1S.
Flashbang worth of difference.
Indeed. Also could be the difference between getting a FAMAS and an M4. Would you rather have a FAMAS or an A1S?
I'd say A1S.
Yeah. 4 out of 5 doctors do agree with you about that one as well. In case you were wondering, I've done a bit of studies on the matter.
I didn't know that. You know, a lot of doctors play Counter-Strike, but you know, I'm glad they agree with me.
Well, I'll tell you they do. You can just take my word for it.
Always
Don't ask anyone. Don't ask anyone. Ooh,
Yeah,
but the boost. I like the run boosting over there, and Rainmaker taking a nade to the face.
So be a little bit careful about that position, and this Nemiga, they're now going to be moving over towards short yet again. And with the current positioning from SKADE, it's going to be very difficult to make a lot of things work, but there's the op. It was the key factor, and it's also the one thing they were able to say from the previous round, already making its voice heard. Question is, does he stick around? He's already on his way over towards the A-bomb site to try and make a difference there as well. Don't know if that's the right call to make just yet, Nemiga. With a lot of time on their hands, and also a plan to go towards the A-bomb site to try and topple this defense. There's, well, 2 players here. Oxygen and Duplicate. Duplicate, the one with the most amount of chance, really stand not much of a chance in all of this. It's a good Molotov to try and deny this immediately, but now the action is going to be coming in towards these 2 CT side players. They can shut this down. It'll almost be game over, but it's too early to tell. Nemiga, they're taking a very careful approach. Dennis Love once again, the op still in picture, still being a very big nuisance.
Oh no!
Now everything's starting to fall apart. Nemiga,
oh no!
They have the bomb plant, but Dennis, he will get 3K with the op. It makes so much difference. And a flawless round. They all get upgraded weapons. They all get whatever they wanted, and a bomb plant.
So look, they're going to even be able to save AKs. 2 of those picked up, or 3 of them picked up, and an AWP that was carried over by Dennis Law makes the difference. You mentioned it. It made a difference for Nemiga. They won a round thanks to it, but there's not a retake. Even the offlining or showing its prowess on that one is a huge one there for the side of SKADE. And at 14 for them, and now Nemiga back in the doghouse here. 6 rounds and up against all of it here. Cannot afford to lose a single round again. And needs to get 8 in a row to tie things up. 9 for overtime and 10 to win it here. And well, most people are not going to be liking their odds, but still some believers are there. A little bit of tilting out towards short. Nemiga have been liking this time and time again. We'll see if it works out this time. MDS down to 31. The dink. The CT side
the
is
AK as well, but that was an M4. That would not have gone in that favor. Okay, Duplicate. Also taking a lot of that. Wow, okay, suddenly SKADE have come alive. This CT side is proving to be very, very strong at the moment. Forrester trying to make a move, trying to make something happen, but he's basically alone. The rest of Nemiga now going over towards the long side. Trying to make something out of this. I mean, there's not exactly a lot of control over towards on long, and Nemiga don't have too much in terms of long-range firepower either. Gonna be relying on their AKs and Galil. Or Galil's an AK. Box. Has to be the real difference maker here. SKADE, not really looking over towards long just yet. Spellin has to be the one in control of all that. He will get a kill before it falls, however. The information game is now over, but Box still finds a double. With 30 seconds left on the clock, MDS and Box have to make this work. They don't have a lot of time, and, well, now Box doesn't even have MDS. And he won't be able to make it over the boxes either. At 15-6, series point now for SKADE in a lot more dominating fashion than what we've seen lately. Money is also not fantastic for side of Nemiga. And, ooh, I don't think I need to tell you that. That's rough to look at.
Yeah, SKADE trying to make this final map a quick one. Bit of a speed run attempt going on here, just warming up potentially for tomorrow. Trying to get on there, just trying to show Team Secret they've still got something here. It's their map pools. I'm pretty sure they are pretty similar in the on those teams.
At least the maps we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen like 4 maps at this point. We've had a new tease, but never gone there either.
We've seen 3 maps. We've seen 3 maps.
No, pretty sure we've seen 4, right?
No.
No. Dust 2, Mirage, Inferno, Overpass.
Gotcha, my bad.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's 4 out of 7. No one likes Nuke, no one likes Train. No one likes Vertigo.
Yeah, I like Vertigo, but apparently it
I
doesn't
love
matter.
I'm not playing, so.
True. Well, either way, we're getting to the final minute of this round here, and what potentially could be the final round of the entire game. Just Dennis Law takes a bit of a tag here now. He definitely has to go on a Sun as the T side start to come in. Looking for the first frag will be found by Rain Waker. Dennis Law with the second one. Look at that next one as Geo does trade back, but I think T side is still alive. And looking at that next one and Rain Waker.
Oh
Dennis Law both flying frags again. It's going to be Rain Waker with the final frag in the round, closing this out 16-6. It will be SKADE to win this one out in the end and win out this series. A 2-1 scoreline for the minute. What a road it has been.
Both what teams, a sudden turnaround from from going down 16-10 on Mirage, where you had a lot of control at the beginning and then losing out in the end,